Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent and teaching instructor with the IRS. Welcome to my YouTube station. It's the home of the 5-minute or less video. I'm a national expert in IRS resolution matters. I worked at IRS for a decade. I've been in private practice for 40 years. I have worked every type of case you can. Many of you have come to me because you've seen me on the national news. I have been on Fox twice, ABC, Briefing Room, Washington Bureau, Newsmax, NTTV, News Nation, CBS, NBC have all been on. They've interviewed me for my different opinion on different things. Not that I'm opinionated, but they have interviewed me. I have a whole team of former IRS agents and tax attorneys on staff, and I'm here today to oh, by the way, my website is 777irs.com, 777irs.com. You can learn about me, my team, my interviews, and learn really who I am. I do these videos for 3 reasons: so you don't get ripped off, so you don't get ripped off, so you don't get ripped off. I'll educate you to let you know the things that you need to know, and I give you insight into IRS. I've been doing this really since 1973. I know I'm old as dirt, but I also have that much experience in how to handle and settle matters. Today I want to talk to you about fixing IRS problems and what the use of former IRS agents can do. That's Sammy, my dog. She wants to go out. She's letting me know. So she sits behind me cleverly and lets me know. So we're on the way out after this video. Got to take her for a walk. Anyway, how do you fix payroll tax problems? As a former revenue officer, I've worked hundreds, if not thousands really, of these cases. I'd be a door knocker, as you would say. I'd go and knock on the doors of people who haven't filed back taxes and payroll taxes and owe payroll tax debt. And we are masters in settling and taking care of your payroll tax problems. Just so you know, if I've worked there, I know what the system is. I know how to get this done. But let me just give you some tips for you in case you want to do this on your own. Now, as a revenue officer, I usually have what's called an assignment to go out. In my day, was called a TDA, where I, in fact, would go out there and it showed you owed money. The first 2 things we are concerned with as an agent or agency is there's no reoccurring debt over and over and over and over. So we have to stop the problem. So what do? We secure all the tax returns first. The 941s, the 940s, the 1120s, the 1040s. We want to make sure you're in current compliance with tax laws. And next, we want to make sure you can make current federal tax deposits. If you can't and you're struggling, we need to think, do we keep the business open or do we really close it? Because it's not in the best interest if you can't keep your current payments. IRS is going to say, well, you know, maybe you should shut down. And yeah, I could make a recommendation for you to shut down. If you don't, I could make that suggestion even more where, well, we're going to shut you down because you're not in compliance. So the first thing you want to do is get in compliance. So let's say we're in the month of June. You want to make a federal tax deposit in June. You want to show them that you're current and file the returns. This way it shows you've stopped the problem. That's in fact what you need to do, stop the problem. This way IRS says, okay, we can work on the back problem, the front problem we don't need to worry about. So what is the next step is, after I bring you in compliance, I am going to take a look at your financial statements. I'm going to look at the ones I want you to fill out, and those are the IRS 433B, which is the business financial statement, and the 433A, which is the personal financial statement. I want to see what assets you got personally and what assets you got business-wise. The 2 things I'm going to focus on for business are your asset base, to see what assets you have. Do you have UCCs? Are they encumbered? What's free and clear? Can you get a loan? And then I'm also going to go ahead and look at your income and expense sheets for your business, because I want to make sure you're not taking money out of it for personal use. Many do, but if I'm working the case, that's for me to worry about, not you. So at the end of the day, what I'm trying to do is trying to work out a deal with IRS to keep you open, to make payments, make a recommendation that maybe you should close the business down. If you're going to go forward, make a bunch of recommendations to make you healthy and not be running over and over and over in debt. A lot of times you just need an outside person to come and say, hey, let's make some changes and kind of move forward this way. A lot of time that's very, very beneficial. But remember, your current financial statements, your 433A and B for business, are going to drive the negotiations for this case with Internal Revenue Service, and you really want to make sure they're filled out correctly. There are a couple tricks I'm not going to go over on this video that you can put yourself in better light with the Internal Revenue Service. Anyway, just take those recommendations I have. We can fix the problem and help you move forward if in fact that's what you want to do. Look me up, give me a call. I'm always available for a free consultation. Give me at least, if you would, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Subscriptions are big. Why? YouTube says they're big. So if you'd give me one, I'd appreciate it. Thank you so much.